Ukraine, when children in orphanages reach the age of 16, they leave with typically a backpack and whatever they have on their back, and they go to a trade school and they get a little bit of government stipend money. They don't really get to pick what school they're going to. They get to go wherever they're sent. The orphanage directors apply to different places, but the kids that come from orphanages, they get last pick. Yeah, if a child ages out of an orphanage in Ukraine, their average life expectancy is 25 years old. We were in process of our adoption, and we had completed our first trip to Ukraine to be matched with Elmir, and our second trip we had completed court, and at this point the document for immigration was not completed, but he had turned 16 in the midst of that. When you're adopting an international child, you can't bring them home after they turn 16. We had to start the immigration process to get him so that he could immigrate and become a US citizen through adoption. And since he turned 16 in process, that's why that whole paperwork issue started. Russell had to go to Ukraine for a third time to complete this immigration document. So that's when Rebecca heard our story and that we had this last minute expense for our adoption that we had not fundraised for, and we only had 48 hours to complete, and she brought the need to Giving Hope, and Giving Hope was able to completely cover that last minute trip for our family.
I was waiting for family for a long time ago. I was maybe dreaming about that when I was in 6th grade. And I was thinking about if somebody will take me to the family one day. And I came lots of times to families, they're always different all the time. I was flying to different families every time. Yeah, but this time it was like really fast. I was not thinking about that, but it was like, yeah, they adopt me.
We had fundraised through what we thought all of our expenses would be. And I mean, we were physically tired and mentally tired from going through that process. All of a sudden, Giving Hope stepped in and made it to where they completely removed that burden from us, and made it to where that trip, as inconvenient as it was much less of a stressor and an inconvenience than it otherwise would have been. And it was just cool to see the way that God provided through that, and just knew exactly where we were, and had a plan in place and had people in place to partner with us in that unexpected event.